now that you've seen the quarry, sort of the backside of Fort Dickerson Park. This is the main entrance to the historic Civil War site here off of Chapman Highway. This is Fort Dickerson Park. This is the main entrance. Along always busy Chapman Highway. I'm here to see just exactly if anything has been done to the facade or the front side of Fort Dickerson Park. Here you go. You see that there? I don't know who put that there, who left that there, but I love it. I think I think what it's there for is to show the sort of the rock formation here in much of East Tennessee, the limestone rock formation, and how water through time can break through the many layers of the stone here, which is much of the foundation here in East Tennessee. Okay, now I've seen this here at Fort Dickerson, and it's sort of a motif that the gardeners have put around Knoxville, which I think is really cool. I pointed this out in a post earlier this year. I've seen this at Morningside Park in town Knoxville, above downtown. This same sort of stone or sort of a motif, I think, to the significance of stones here, and certainly the quarries, the marble quarries. You sort of get that look of channeling, which a lot of this marble stones, when first pulled, have a sort of grating, sort of striation in them. But this is sort of a motif you see around the parks in Knoxville. This sort of reference, I believe, to the stones here, the rocks beneath the soil, and also the marble quarries, or the Augusta quarry, which was once a stone quarry here in South Knoxville, before it became a swimming hole, a fashionable swimming hole. And turn of the millennium, I think it was. Victor Ashe, of course, famous for the greenways all over Knoxville, is responsible for the Augusta quarry and the city taking control of it in the late 90s, early 2000s. Here in the front of the formal Fort Dickerson Park entrance, This was designed and given as a gift by the Asian community here in Knoxville. It is a gift of them, by them, to the city of Knoxville. And it is remarkable. It is quite attractive. From what I hear, prior to me coming into Knoxville, this was just kind of a bend in the road along Chapman Highway, before the Asian community gifted this beautiful stone entrance with the circular yard there, the common area, and then you have the paved driveway all the way up to the lookout of the Augusta Quarry and the entrance to the Civil War site. Catch on the flip side there. All right, now on the top side of the Fort Dickerson Park entrance here, by way of foot instead of automobile. There's the Fort Dickerson Civil War plaque. This federal work was a major factor in the defense of Knoxville against Lieutenant General Longstreet's assault in November of 1863. The fort and neighboring hills were named by the 2nd Brigade, Cameron, 3rd Division, 23rd Corps, which repulsed by fire Wheeler's Cavalry Corps, advancing from Sweetwater and Marysville. All right. Why I really never took an interest in Civil War, despite having grown up in Pennsylvania, just a holler from Gettysburg. I have been told, and this is new to me, you see that? You know, joking around with the guys, I said, tell me it's not a Starbucks. And no, they assured me that this work here is not going to be a Starbucks. But they did tell me it's going to be housing. So, you know, I don't know. I'm hoping they're teasing me as much as I thought I was teasing them with about the Starbucks line. But we're going to have to wait and see. Visitor center or something? I don't know. It looks extensive, though. Oh, I don't want to ruin my morning here. All right. So, you know, needless to say, of course, the views from up here are phenomenal. This is the gate here to Fort Dickerson proper, the Fort Dickerson Park here. This leads up to the historic war site. You go through winding roads course, you got to have a car or be, under the age of 30, as I have learned, having climbed that hill countless times while squatting up at the park and the pavilion at the top of the hill across from the historic war site. Yeah, as you can see, this is a formal gate, and the oh God, I hope not the boundary, the property boundary of Fort Dickerson Park. That's not what I wanted to show off for you this morning here along Chapman Highway. If you're wondering why this parking lot so small and so cute, well, there's a reason. There is nothing up here as far as pedestrians are concerned, for the most part, than the Harold Lambert overlook. Okay, most people tend to park, go to the overlook, look over, take a selfie, and then return to their cars. Sadly, although fortunately for me, during my time on the streets here, nobody was wont to wander off and head into the hills and into the extensive forest or wilds that are around here, around the quarry and around the Civil War site. So let's see if they've done anything to the overlook since the quarry has reopened. Is that something? Wasn't popular even before the picnic tables and the kayaks and the platforms down at the quarry now. Morning, boys.
Howdy.
How you doing today?
Oh, we're doing fine.
Rumor has it that's housing over there, across from the parking lot.
Housing?
Yeah. Have you guys heard anything?
No.
God, I hope they're joking. I hope they're joking.
Well, right across the street there?
Yeah, right. The driveway, across the driveway,
Yeah.
not the street. But
You're talking about this driveway here?
Yeah,
On
to the park.
What they're building over there? What is that they're building?
That's what I'm worried about.
He thinks there might be.
They say housing. I joked, I don't want a Starbucks in here. But they said it's housing.
I have no
A
idea.
visitor center would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wondered what was going to go in there.
I've heard nothing about it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was raised around here, so I mean.
Yeah. Have you've been down to the quarry, I'm sure.
We started playing up here when I was
Since.
no.
Oh,
Down there.
it is phenomenal.
We're going to go down there now.
You guys are in for a treat. What they have done is just unbelievable. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Blunt and Scottish Pike, so.
Oh, okay. I love that area.
You
Yeah.
from here too?
Well, I camped out, we'll say here. I squatted here when I first came to Knoxville in 21.
Oh, okay.
and I loved it. I camped up at the pavilions
Okay.
at Fort Dickerson there,
Yeah.
and had the entire park to myself and loved it.
See, Dickerson was our playground.
Yeah.
Right down below Dickerson, Blunt Avenue, and we lived down there and everything else. And this was our whole playground, this whole park.
Yeah.
It wasn't a park then. My
Well,
father.
yeah, see, that's what I liked about it too. I had the whole park to myself.
Yeah.
And 21, 22. I mean, I'd go to the park and then spend the days either up in the hills, you know, or down by the quarry.
They didn't make that park until I think Wisdom High School.
Yeah.
The park, because Daddy was part of that group. There was several groups in South Knoxville, and Daddy was in on it. He was a pastor down here at South Knoxville Church of God, and several of these people come in here and got the city to designate that as and put a road up to the park.
Okay.
At that time, there was nothing from this side here.
Mm-hmm.
It was all you had was the Indian graves and Fort Dickerson, the outline of it. And us kids, we played all over that place.
Okay, but when did it become a Civil War site? That had to be a while back, wasn't it?
Well, it wasn't a Civil War site. They had nothing on it as far as a Civil War site when I was 11 or 12,
Okay.
and I'm 81,
Okay.
and so.
You're looking good.
Well, thank you.
What are you doing to look so good? Yeah.
I
Hey,
run around with him.
hiking the trails. What do you know?
Excuse me, sir. I can't stand that.
Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed?
I have to work around with somebody uglier than me for something.
I ain't gonna argue that.
Hey.
What it is, his wife pays me, but she hasn't paid me a dime.
Hey.
That's my
Anyway,
brother.
we
That's
played
my
up
brother
there
in
that-
Christ.
So that thing had to be early 60s, late 50s, late 50s, early 60s. I guess it was right in the late 50s when they
Made that.
road up there.
Okay. Victor Ash.
Yeah, Victor Ash.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know. You guys have been here a long time, and I don't want to get into any politics that may be involved in this, but I'll tell you, I think that man is just, fantastic. I keep seeing his name everywhere I go
Yeah.
around Knoxville. If there's any green around Knoxville, his name is on some plaque nearby. And it's just remarkable what that man
remember
did.
well, they did a lot of things during that time but before him, Mayor Rogers and all those back in those days, they didn't do a whole lot as far as that type of thing.
The natural.
That's the reason some of the men got together and this Fort Dickerson and got it set aside and got a road cut up. to
Yeah,
the park
yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
Because otherwise, if they wouldn't have gotten involved, the city wouldn't have done nothing.
yeah, yeah. It's I'm just so glad they did.
Yeah.
And it didn't shock me, when I read that, and that's the first time I found out that Ash had anything to do with the quarry down there.
That quarry was, the reason it's called Lambert sometimes is because Lambert was the trucking company that was pronounced in there and did all the hauling out of there mostly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And when did they come in? Because I see the train tracks right next door.
That quarry has been there ever since I've been born.
Okay.
And probably so how long before that, I don't know, but it's always been there. You know any difference in that, George?
No, ever since I can remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Marble? Is it marble or
No, the
stone?
Marble Quarry is over off of
Vestal.
Okay, that's
over on
Mead.
Highway up there, yeah. It's over in Vestal.
No, Lee's Quarry is back over
These were just rocks.
South Knoxville.
Okay.
These are rock quarries.
Okay. And these are rocks for what?
Well, they Crusher Run, driveway.
Oh, okay.
whatever you
All
want.
right. Okay. Okay.
Building roads.
Building
All
roads,
right.
whatever
No.
there.
Okay.
But that's what this was, and they when they closed this down, they moved over on John Sevier. As you cross the bridge, going back John Sevier over towards
National
Knoxville
Cemetery
Highway.
is.
Oh, right.
That,
Right.
that one on the right, that's where they all went there. They opened that one.
That's the one across from the urban wilderness at Imes?
Right, so right past the cemetery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right before you get to it, if you're coming out from Asheville Highway.
Okay.
The other cemetery on the left, and the quarry and stuff before you go across the river.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not public, right? That's still
No,
is that
that's
still working?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought so. Okay.
Now they take it, and I think they cross the highway with some of it in conveyors. I've never been in there, but they'd have to.
Is that Vulcan owned? Is that the Vulcan plant?
is
that-
the main people in there over there, I think.
Yeah, okay. Because I've seen it near the what I call the Point, having come from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But here it's or Forks of the Ohio.
Yeah.
I call it. But yeah, that's the one
Well,
up
this is
from the
headwaters.
Forks of the.
This is the headwaters of the
River,
French Broad,
right?
the whole
Yeah.
thing starts to Tennessee right here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I think I guess that's Vulcan over there.
yeah.
It's Vulcan.
Yeah.
So that would be along the French Broad, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's the French Broad before
Okay.
it joins in.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. All right. Well, hey guys,
Have a good one.
you are in for something down at the quarry today.
We're gonna go up and see this first.
Are
then we're gonna circle
you
back
filming
around.
us?
Yeah. Do you mind?
Yeah, pay me.
Thanks for being so kind. That's the least I've heard. Have a great day, boys. Okay. Well, confirm some of the suspicions I've had here around the quarry and around the Augusta quarry in particular. Doesn't look like any changes here at the overlook. And now we know why it's called the Lambert Overlook. Wow. You know, man cannot change this view as much as he may want to. God, that's gorgeous. A lot of mornings with a cup of coffee from Kenjo right across the street. And looking at this view as the sun rose over the Augusta Quarry and Knoxville, downtown Knoxville, which you cannot see now in the daylight, but it would be a light before baby Dawn got up in the mornings.